It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes.
And the champ is here. Devin Haney's here.
Yes, ma'am. I'm back.
Getting ready for this fight. And there are so many questions that I have for you right now because the fight is in Brooklyn at the Barclays. Mm-hmm. How are you feeling?
I'm excited. This is a fight that I'm actually excited for. I'm excited for all my fights, but let me not do that. But this is this one is special. It's an event, so I can't wait.
Okay. Well, just a lot of things that have been going on. This fight is in Brooklyn now. I remember when you did your last fight and you were in your hometown and that went crazy.
Yeah.
But the tickets aren't going as crazy here in Brooklyn. All right. So what made you guys, because I remember originally it was going to be in Vegas. Then they were like, oh, no, actually the fight's going to be in Brooklyn. What happened there?
Yeah, well, so Canelo is fighting in 2 weeks. 2 weeks after.
Around
after
Cinco de Mayo?
Yes. So they made it to where, they didn't want it to be like our tickets and, our event affect their event. Like, it's kind of like a grace period, like, which they could have okayed it, but, it was kind of, you can't blame them. They don't, they don't want to affect their event.
So it was too close together.
Yeah, too close together. So the next best place was New York City.
How did you feel
Brooklyn.
about that? 'Cause I remember before when you were way younger, you were always like, I want to fight at the Garden one day. Remember?
Yeah, for sure. I was super excited about it. I was geeked. I knew that it was gonna be big regardless because it's that kind of fight. So it didn't really matter to me. So when they told me New I was the one that was like, all right, let's do New York.
Okay, that was you. Okay.
And then they were like, all right, well we'll see we'll see if we can get it, MSG or Barclays, and they got it, and I was excited for it. But tickets weren't doing as well because a lot of people didn't know if Ryan was going to show up. He was doing a lot of antics and a lot of bullshit, so people didn't know if it was really going to happen. Now tickets are picking up and doing really well now.
Right.
He's here because he's here now.
Do you think that he did that as a way to try to promote the fight and it backfired, or what do you think was going on there? Because you never believed when he was saying a lot of things online and conspiracy theories.
I can't say that because even after it was kind of affecting the fight, he kept doing it. So I don't know what's up with him, but that's not for me to really determine or dig too deep into. At the end of the day, my main focus is being the best me that I can be, and going in there and showcasing my skills, putting on a masterclass like always.
It was a point in time when people were like, I'll step up and fight if Ryan Garcia can't do it.
People was coming out the woodwork just saying anything.
Was that something that you even had to take into consideration? Like, what if somebody does have to step up? Were you thinking in your head, like, who would I like that to be?
Yeah, no, in the very beginning, they had an opponent that was like he's a backup opponent. He's still a backup opponent. He's fighting on the card. He's the co-main. But Ryan is here. I'm here. And the fight is on. It's going to be fireworks.
Right.
It's going to be fireworks.
Listen, I'm going to be there. It's already a given because at first when
you have to be there. It was no way.
I seen it on your calendar. I was like, okay, she going.
I put it on as soon as they announced the fight. But I also thank God that I hadn't bought my flight to Vegas because as soon as I knew the date of the fight, originally it said Vegas. Yeah. And so I was looking at the flights and then they changed it to the Barclays. I was like, thank God I didn't buy my flight yet. And I actually was kind of happy.
How close are you to the Barclays?
I could literally from my new house, I could walk there and it would take me 20 minutes.
Oh, that's perfect.
I'm not going to walk there though.
I'm in the neighborhood.
But you might want to with the traffic, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
you ain't lying. Out here, we be walking sometimes because the traffic. It take you 30 minutes to get around the block.
You're better off walking. I actually was thinking maybe I'll go a little earlier, because there's a lot of great restaurants. Shout out to the Simpson right there and the Grill, Charm Bar, all the restaurants, or the Caribbean restaurants are right there. I was like, I might go eat, and
you
then
show me the restaurants to go to over there.
But it's also a busy time. It's 420. On April 20th. And then it's the beginning of the NBA playoffs, too.
Yeah.
And, which is, I don't know if that helps or it hurts because people are outside, they're doing things. And the Knicks, I don't know if are the Knicks playing? I don't know what's going on with that.
New York, I think the Knicks is playing. That's why we didn't do MSG.
Okay.
But I think that, this is what I know, that New York, they kind of, y'all kind of a little
it's a lot of us.
Y'all,
deep.
but y'all get y'all tickets late. Y'all
Yes.
all right.
Day up, day of type of people.
Yes, y'all day of type of people. So, I think it's gonna sell out. It's
And
gonna do
everybody
what it's
keeps
supposed to.
asking me for tickets. Like I had some type of because I work with the Barclays, like
Yeah.
I'm an ambassador. I'm like, can you buy some? Because like that would be nice.
What
to
are
just...
ticket prices like?
I'm telling them the same thing. Like, can you buy some?
Oh yeah, can imagine because I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I have nothing to do with it. But
What's the range like for tickets?
I don't know.
You don't
to
know.
be
That you
honest.
wouldn't know.
he's like, I have nothing to do
Angela
with
wouldn't
that.
know.
Yeah,
either.
I don't handle tickets. I don't.
Well, I know that's not. I know that's
You're
not
not
your
gonna be
area.
outside.
No. But what I'm saying is
Tickets.
like even on my team, like I don't handle no tickets.
Yeah.
Nobody
I don't-
asks you for tickets.
I got somebody that you go talk to him.
Talk to such and
whatever.
such.
If some left, and
What if it's a lovely young lady and she's like,
I still send them to.
I
to
know
my
that's
guy.
right.
I send to my guy.
I wanted to ask you because
But I tell him though. I say, hey, get her right for me.
put her on the list of whoever she's with?
Yeah. Give her 10 tickets.
10.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
Wow. I wanted to ask you because Angela was talking about all the good food around Barclays. What's your diet like leading up to the fight?
Yeah, my diet is super strict.
Okay.
I travel with my nutritionist, everywhere. Just so I'm not looking for food or looking for something to eat. I got my guy cooks everywhere we go. He brings his stuff to make sure that I have meals and yeah, but it's super strict.
Okay. So it's
calories-
no junk food,
No,
strictly
no,
water and
no,
juices and
yeah.
stuff like that.
I'm drinking a gallon to a gallon and a half of water a day.
Okay.
Yeah, very very low calories, but this is part of it. I'm so used to it that my body just goes right into it, and it doesn't hurt me. But this is what I love to do. You're
used to it.
This is all part of it. I like the days.
You've been doing it since you were young.
I like the days when I'm starving. I like the days.
He likes starving.
It's all part of. I don't like starving, but it's all part of the. It's all part of the process.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's every job. It has its
Comes with
benefits, but it has
sacrifices.
sacrifice. Exactly. So, I enjoy the sacrifice because I know the end reward.
You also said you're gonna knock Ryan Garcia out.
Yeah.
You stand by that?
Yeah, I stand on it. This is it's set up for me too. Allah's a perfect planner, and I feel like it's time. I haven't had a knockout in 5 years, so
That's why people are like, oh well, I don't know if he's a power puncher. He hasn't had a knockout in 5 years.
Yeah, I could have knocked the last guy out. I dropped him and hurt him.
Regis
a few
Prograis?
times, Regis Prograis, but Allah's a perfect planner.
And then again, before that was Lomachenko, and people still talk about that fight. Some
Yeah.
people will be like, he won. Some people feel like you didn't. And then Regis Prograis, that was a great fight.
Yes.
And now this one, do you feel like there's a lot on the line? Because people are saying for Ryan Garcia, this could be, if this doesn't work out for him, what's going to happen with him moving forward. But when you look at yourself, you're undefeated.
Yeah.
Is there a lot you feel like on the line for you?
Of course. I mean, every fight is big for me at this point. It's a lot at stake. I am who I am. I'm respected as a champion, as one of the best fighters in the world. So every fight, is meaningful. So it's definitely a lot at stake for me and for Ryan. And like I said, I'm excited for it. I can't wait.
Did you consider Ryan your friend before this? Because I know you guys fought when you were younger, and you've known each other for a really long time.
Nah, never friends. Rivals. We've been rivals since we were young kids. But with this whole build up and just the way that he just been going about his approach, after the fight, we don't gotta talk. We're not going none of that. It's over with. His whole approach, everything it's been totally wrong. Like it's just it's some unwritten rules that you just you know not to do.
Like what?
You know not to say. I mean, it depends on whatever field you in. It's always unwritten rules, and I'm not gonna speak on the ones that he did. But
I know you're Muslim, which you just mentioned,
Yeah.
and I know that was
religion,
offensive.
yeah, he said some. He said endless things. To where it's just it's deeper than a fight. Which I go in there and I do my job, and I'm a professional. I don't bring emotions in the ring with me. But once it's over. And before, none of that. It's I don't want no ties to him.
When you said that you guys were rivals at a young age, does it bother you when people bring up your younger fights against Ryan Garcia and they'll be like, oh, he was better than you when you guys were younger?
No, that was part of the process. When I first fought Ryan, I was like 10 years old. He had way more experience than me. He was fighting for years before me. So no, it was all part of the process. And I won the fights when we got older, when we were kids, especially the last one. So and developed more as a pro. But this is the one that counts. This is the one that proves that. This is where I prove that how much better I got and how those fights when we were kids don't mean anything. It shows my growth.
And now I saw some things he did too. Like he posted the picture of you and Diddy, and that's a distraction because Diddy had. Well, previous to all these battles, these rap battles going on, Diddy was in the news a lot. And I remember the first time we had you when I was on the Breakfast Club, they tried to reach out to you about his water company that he has. So you guys didn't know each other before that, but then you came on and they were like, we want to work with Devin Haney.
Yeah, so I was working with Diddy's Aqua Hydrate. I don't know what year it was, but just in the beginning part of my career, of my pro career.
Yeah, so that's how you guys knew each other.
Yes, yes.
Okay, did that bother you when he posted that and was like saying
a lot of mutual people? No, I mean, he trying every angle that he can to just get in my head, but he has a lot of problems going on with him to where he's just trying any angle, and that's why I said he did some stuff that was just the unwritten rules.
Is it stuff that wasn't public that we don't know about, or is it?
Nah, everything is public because that's what he does. He does it for the internet. He does it for attention. He do anything. Dude just said he was dating Kylie Jenner.
Do you feel sorry for him at all? I mean, because it's kind of.
No, I don't feel sorry for him.
Are you going to shake his hand after you knock him out?
No, I'm not going to shake his hand after I knock him out.
Okay, fair enough. Now, I want to ask you this. Being that you've been, a lot of times in boxing, it is kind of the norm for people to sign on with a big agency, a big promoter, right? And something that you haven't done. And I compare it to the music business where if you're not in a 360 deal, they may not promote you the same as they do with another artist who is signed and who they make more money off of. Do you think in any way that is, when it comes to being promoted, do you think that in some ways it does affect you, or do you think that...
No, I mean, for me, what worked for me was not being signed to a promoter. That's how I was able to get the big money in the sport, because I was able to structure my deal, go from network to network, promoter to promoter, and get the money that these fighters don't get because they're locked in like a 360 type of deal.
But not that you don't get the money that you're going to get, because obviously you make way more because you don't have to split it, a million ways. But do you think that there's some type of people maybe have a grudge, or they feel like they don't want to do as much because they're not?
Because
benefiting.
I could do one fight with somebody and then be with the next promoter. I can go, so it's like they don't know how much longevity we have together working together, so they just do the bare minimum. But it's all part of the process, it's all part of the plan, because pretty soon I'm gonna be doing it on my own with no promoter. I'm gonna be.
That's the ultimate goal.
That's the ultimate goal, where I don't have to do no co-promotion. That's what I'm doing, is co-promotional deals. But the plan is to where I can do it just strictly just Devin Haney Promotions, just me be the lead promoter.
And how is the bag being split in this fight with you and Ryan Garcia?
55-45.
Okay, and you're getting
of the whole pot.
Okay, and so you're getting 55.
So it's a little bit different. Yeah,
okay.
No, he's getting 55. I'm getting 45, but it's a little bit different because most fighters take a guarantee, and that's all they see. They don't really see the any money. So they'll get a small percentage of the whole pot, and they think that they're doing something.
Why would he get? Now, this is what was confusing to me, because I was like, no, this can't be. Why would he get 55 and you get 45? Because you're undefeated. And
yes, because in which I wanted it to be 50-50, but going off of his numbers with Tank, and his previous numbers, he had more substance.
He had more leverage.
Yeah, he had more leverage to say, this is what I just did. This is what I've proven that I can do. So it was a no-brainer. And I'm the type of fighter that I want to make the biggest fights happen. It's a big fight, and 45% of the whole pot is
good money.
It's great money. So I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
He said he's still gonna knock him out.
I'm still gonna.
What round you think?
I don't know.
For everybody who's out there trying to figure out what should I put.
I think he'll come in reckless, so I think it'd be early.
Oh gosh.
And that hurts him too, because he can just be like, F it, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
And that recklessness, because you're very technical.
Yes. He has a new trainer, but his trainer, he can't fight for him, and he could train him all he wants. He gonna get in there and do the same thing that we've seen in the past. and it won't be no different.
I wanted to ask you, this is on topic but off topic. Since you're training and you have a big fight coming up, and it was Ramadan, do you participate in Ramadan when you're training, or how does that work?
So I haven't been, I didn't fast because it was just too hard for me to fast. I'm training 3 times a day.
Yeah. Right. You gotta eat.
Sparring,
You would lose so much weight.
Yeah, you not only lose weight, getting punched in the head while being dehydrated. It's bad for your brain. But Allah is a perfect planner. Allah knows my intention. So I'm praying. I'm giving back.
Okay.
Making a thing called zakat. Feeding the homeless and doing things to make up for it. And I can always make up my days after Ramadan.
What made you decide? Because I know for you, the Muslim faith is something that maybe, how long has it been now? Like 6 years?
Yeah, something around there.
Okay, what made you decide I'm going to be Muslim?
I don't know. Like I said, Allah is a perfect planner, and I have no control. Everything is written. So what's for me was for me, and I can definitely say that my life has changed. Over these years, everything that I asked Allah for, He's given me. I gave Him, my everything. I'm a servant. I'm a slave for Allah, and He's given me everything.
Now, Devin, off the topic, I got to ask you, all these rap beefs and things are happening.
Yeah.
I want to know what your thoughts are. I know that you're online. You're still young, and you're listening to Drake. You're listening to Rick Ross. You're listening to Kendrick. Yeah. You're listening to Future. I want to know, how do you weigh in when it comes to paying attention to those things?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what's real and what's not. I don't know, like...
That Drake song was real.
Okay, yeah, it was real. See,
yeah.
I ain't know.
Be clear.
They said the Kendrick one was AI.
They did say that, yeah.
But what do you think when you see all of that happening? Because I know you're a big hip hop fan too.
Yeah. My name Bennett. And I ain't.
You're like, any one of them could walk me out.
Do you appreciate the competitiveness, or you wish they would just kind of just not?
Nah, I mean that's part of it.
I know.
Yeah, that's part of it. I love the competitiveness in it, because that just makes it fun. That makes it entertaining. That makes them get up and bring their A game. So
if you had to pick one of them to walk you out, which one would it be? I mean, you from the West Coast.
He don't want to pick Kendrick.
No, listen, it's competitive.
He said,
you know what I'm saying? If it was Drake,
I like all of them.
Kendrick,
no, that's
all
not
of
an
them.
answer.
Rick Ross, Future.
I know Future, so I'm gonna say Future.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
What kind of music do you listen to? Getting ready for the fight.
I've been off that Future lately.
Okay. We don't trust you.
Yeah.
That's for you, Ryan.
we don't.
We still don't trust you.
And after the fight, we won't trust you.
Do you know who's walking you out? Do you have somebody?
Yeah, I got somebody walking me out. But the world got to tune in and see.
Surprise!
Buy the pay-per-view live on DAZN, and see. Okay. It's gonna be big.
Oh man, well I'm excited. Well, thank you. I'm gonna be there.
Of course.
So I'm excited. I cannot wait to see what round you knock Ryan Garcia out in. You know.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I know you're a technical fighter. Do you ever get in the ring and be like, I'm gonna just go for it? Like,
nah.
I don't know what goes on in your head.
Nah, I mean we train so hard, and we game plan to not go in there and just say I'm gonna just go for it. We work too hard, and we too calculated for that.
How's your relationship with Floyd now?
Oh, we got a great relationship.
Okay, everything's good.
Everything is.
And you and Tank are good
everything
too.
Everything is copacetic. Great relationship with Tank. Everybody, I don't got no enemies. Except for Ryan.
Except Ryan. And then after that. All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming through. And I always appreciate you, because you definitely make sure this is a stop.
Of course. It's mandatory. Every time I'm in New York, I got to stop by. You've been supporting me since day one.
All right. Well, Devin Haney is in the building. That's at the Barclays this Saturday. Make sure you get your tickets. If you didn't get it yet, make sure you get it on pay-per-view. If you haven't ordered the fight, get ready for that. People already were calling me up like, yo, I'm having a fight party. I was like, sorry, I'm going to be there.
I'm going to be there.
Yeah, sorry you can't watch a fight party, but go ahead, enjoy, love. All right. It's Way Up, Devin Haney.